Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for all the DM and all the comments that you've been sending me. I totally appreciate that. I am excited to share with you so many things I've learned over the week. But before we get started, we do have to bring ourselves now and here, because most of the time, what are we doing? We're thinking about the past or the future and forgetting to be here and now. How many of us do this all the time? It's so easy to be in the past thinking about what usually we are beating ourselves about. What should have happened? I did something wrong. I don't know why I did this, right? These are the things our brain likes to take us and start thinking about it, want us to relive it, right? But does that serve us in any way, or does that keep us busy from being here and now? Because only place that you can do anything is by being here and now. If you're pulled to your past, what are we doing? We are reliving it. We are reading the same chapter, like some people might say. Now, does that serve us in any way? Absolutely not. It keeps us stuck. It keeps us in bad, negative mood even, right? Our mood even changes. I wish to say that we go to good memory. Sometimes we do, but most of the time when our brain pulls us over there, it's usually into the negative stuff. So what do? We have to consciously bring ourselves now and here, because you remember, you are in control of your brain. Your brain doesn't control you. We control it. So that you can bring yourself now and here. Now, another place that we love to go is where? Our brain loves to take us to the future, which is beautiful, right? Future is beautiful. We should think about our future. We should set some intention. It should be something that we should be excited about. But unfortunately, that's not what happens most of the time. What happens is that our brain likes to project the past and wants to think about the future through those lenses. And guess what? If we are thinking about negative things in the past, and if I project that onto the future, and if I start thinking through those lenses, do you think I'm painting a better future, or am I creating anxiety? Usually it's full of anxiety, because it's going to tell us, you know what, last time it happened, don't do this. Because of this, don't do that. Because you are this, don't do this, right? Don't do that, don't do this. You know, you can't win that, you can't do this, you cannot, no. So do you see how it's creating this anxiety? It's not letting me receive the future that's available for me. Do we have control over our future? No, that's one thing none of us have, right? It's the Creator who has control over that. So why not leave the future blessed and we release it instead of trying to create it through the lens of the past? It makes no sense. It's a waste of time. We do it. We all do it. I do it too. Every one of us do it. That's because we're human. So that's why we need to bless it and release it, because it's available to you. It's available to me. It's available to everyone. But we're not going to be able to create that. So why not just release that? Now, let go of the past. Take the lessons and let go of the past, because we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to reread the same chapter because it's boring, right? You agree it's boring? Yes. So if I let go of the past and if I release the future, guess what I have left? Only the present moment. In this moment is the moment that I can do anything I want, because I have my brain 100% focused and in flow. Here I can pay attention. This is where I'm not distracted. That's why I'm able to focus right now with you right here. So in this moment, I can learn. I can teach. I can coach. I can learn. I can live in a beautiful way, and I can lead myself and others in this place, in this now and here. Anywhere else in the past or future, you cannot do any of those things. That's why majority of the time, if you're procrastinating, or if you think like I'm not getting things done, that's because you probably are spending too much time in the past or too much time in the future instead of being here and now, because this is the only place where anything can get done. Do we have the control to bring our mind to here? Yes, because why? Who owns it? You own it. It doesn't own you, because we think the other way, because the way it happens, we always think that our mind is doing everything. No, mind wants to do things because it's out of control, but we can control it. We can bring it here. We can train it because it's conditioned to do all of those things. So we can, at the neurological level, change all of that. That's why we do this every single day. That's why you have to do it consciously. Every single time your brain does this, if you do it, it's going to get trained. It's going to have a new neurological pathway that's going to serve you way better than what you have right now or what I had before. So in this place, we can get anything done. So here again, let's bring ourselves totally here. It's the breathing. Breathing is, I know everybody says it, but I cannot emphasize that any more than anyone else is doing it. Breathing is a gift that we have been given to. But unfortunately, We do breathe, but we don't breathe by being here and now. We're breathing everywhere else, but except being here and now. So let's take a deep breath. Hold. And then let go of all the stress and everything through your mouth, out through your mouth. Right? Because we don't need to hold anything. That's another thing that human beings do, is to hold everything in our body as if it's the storage place. It's not a storage place. It's a place for us to live. It's a temple. It's a beautiful place to hold beautiful things, but except we hold stress, fear, anxiety, all trapped in different parts of our body. So let's take an inhale for 4, hold, and then exhale everything out, like big time out. Out. Don't hold anything, right? And let's do one more time, because 3 times is the special number, right? Hold. And you're going to release everything and anything and everything in your body so that you can relax and let it go, because we don't need to hold on to any of this, because what is it doing for us? Nothing, absolutely holding you hostage in your own body, right? So that is something that you can do anytime, anywhere, because breathing is with you. You don't need any tools. You don't need any location. Just being mindful to breathe this deeply and taking and letting go. We have such hard time letting go. Okay, so some of you have asked me, what is parenting in flow? I've been saying that, and some of you said you're partnering with the school. What is that all about? I had some questions about that. So that's what this live is going to be about. So what is parenting in flow? What I noticed over the years, especially last year when my coaches came to Cabo, Mexico to have their retreat, I had this beautiful idea that we're always working with parents, but we're not really helping them in a way where they can come home to themselves. We are working with them for their kids. We've been working with, because it's holistic, I've always worked with parents. We never isolate the kids or the students and work with them only. We always worked holistically with their families, but it was always for the child. It was always intended for them to be involved. For their kids and for their program, we involve them. How about for the parents by themselves? Because all parents need help. I needed help when I was a parent, when I was a young parent, because parenting is not something we are given a manual. We get pregnant, we have the baby, now we have the baby, we have to figure everything out, and then we look at examples around us, and sometimes if the examples are not similar to us, and we say, I don't know, I'm different, maybe something must be wrong with me, and then I start doubting my parenting, and I get into this spiral of negative conversation, and then, you know, all the stuff everyone does, right? You probably did it too. So that's how we'd usually parent. But especially now in this day, parenting is really hard. It's extremely hard because there are just so many hidden dangers and so many invisible things that parents can't even know it's happening to their kids. And kids are so isolated in their own way that they're not going to be even sharing. Of course, I didn't share a lot of things with my parents too, but even more now because these are so invisible, hidden dangers that our kids have. I don't even know if the kids know they have this danger, right? So as parents, we have more duty to protect our kids without being so much overprotecting them, right? Because we can't overprotect either, because we can't create this fear like nothing is safe. That doesn't make any sense. So how do we find that balance, right? But in order to find that balance, every parent that I start speaking to, they were looking everything outside of themselves. They were thinking there has to be a leader out there, there has to be an influencer out there, there has to be the best psychologist or the counselor out there or a therapist out there that's going to give them how to do this. Guess what? It's all new for everyone too. Everyone else is dealing with it too. AI is new. Internet has become something of a different place than how it started. So everything is new. The danger is different. And how kids are reacting to some of these things when they get exposed and when they consume is different. So we are learning as we parent. So everybody is learning. So in order for everyone to find the solution or find the right fit or the solution, there's one thing that needs to happen, not anything else. Not more strategies, not more hacks, none of that stuff. Because that's what we're trained to do. We're trained to look for things externally, right? Outside of it. No. Every time if you look at any problem, if you want to solve at the root cause of it, if you want to get to the root of the problem, it's within you. It's inside here. It was never outside. None of my problems could have ever been solved if I was looking this external world or looking at somebody to help me solve it. They didn't help me solve it until I started landing inside of me. That's why Readiness OS is the prerequisite to any change. It doesn't matter. It's not just in education. It's in everything. It's for parents. It's for adults. It's for anybody, any age, any human, any level, any stage. It doesn't matter. Readiness starts by coming home to this body. This body is where everything begins. We think about output so much. We don't think about what is in here as input. What are we putting in here as an input? Right? And then when we put that input, is your systems ready? Are they ready? Are they in alignment? Are they in activation for you to accelerate and achieve? No. Most of the time, no, they're not. So we are forcing ourselves to learn something, and we take it as if it's going to work, and we start implementing it with us and our children. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So that's why Parenting in Flow was created, to help parents come home to themselves. Because when you come home to yourself, guess what? As a parent, you are given a secret code. Every parent has the secret code. What is it? It's instinct. You have the instinct to raise your children. You were given that. It's a gift. And another thing you were given, second thing you were given, is intuition. It's also given to you as a parent. When you become a parent, you are going to have a lot of intuition about your child, not about somebody else's child, about your child. Because those are two things that we're given, instinct and intuition. Those are not found outside. They are found inside of you. So in Parenting in Flow, in a room full of parents, we create this environment where we settle. We really feel ourselves calm into our body, and then we really look for those instinct and intuition so that you can parent from that confidence. So we're not going to add more strategies and tricks to all of this. We're going to bring home to you so you can feel what's the best for your family, your child, and what you want to do as a parent, right? So that is the beautiful part about Parenting in Flow. It's not adding more strategies and tools and hacks to your already existing list of things to do. This is different. It's just different. When you come here, when you attend one of the Parenting in Flow, you leave differently. You just have to experience it. It doesn't explain in words, because it's felt. It's not seen, it's not told, it's not heard, it's felt. It's felt in your nervous system. It's felt in all your cells in your body. So that's how powerful it is. Now, one thing that we always remind parents is that in Parenting in Flow is that you are your child's first influencer. They cannot be influenced by other people, including me or anybody else. It doesn't matter how nice or beautiful or great they are or how many degrees they have. You are their number one influencer. So if you don't do anything, if you don't attend even our Parenting in Flow to receive the full package of this experience, remember this. Your children should not be consuming things and being influenced by others or other things. You have to be their influencer. You are their influencer. Every parent is the influencer of their kids. So my question to you today is, are you your kid's influencer? Or is someone else influencing them, or something else influencing them? That would be a great question to start. And if you want to know where our next Parenting in Flow is going to be, DM me, I will tell you. And if you want to host one in your local area to help other parents, reach out to us, because we have coaches all over United States, all over Canada, and some in Europe. We can host these in your local area, and you can feel the difference. Bring it to other parents. Let's stop being in this isolation and thinking that it's only happening to me or it's only happening to my friend. It's not. It's happening to all the parents. So why not we come together? Why not we all come together and finally come home to ourselves and parent our kids as the most important influencer in their life? Because you are the most influencer in your kid's life. Remember that. It's very important. Don't let anything else influence them. Thank you so much for this question. I was excited to answer this. So what is Parenting in Flow? It's all about coming home, finding your intuition, instinct, and then from there, parenting your kids as their most important influencer in their life so that they can become independent, responsible, accountable adults, right? That's what all parents want. And that's what we want as well. And that's what I want for you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.